Hello everyone and welcome back to Easy English Classroom. Today we have a special holiday story for you. It is a story about New Year's Eve, shopping and the magic of kindness. Listen carefully to the story. Pay attention to how the main character, Sarah, makes difficult choices. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was the last day of the year. The shopping mall was crowded and noisy. Everyone was rushing to buy gifts before the shops closed. Sarah was tired, but she was happy. She had a list of 3 important people to buy for: her son, her daughter, and her husband. First, she went to the toy store. She found a strong, colorful robot. She thought, "This is perfect for my son, Peter. He is curious and loves to build things." She bought the robot and put it in her bag. Next, she looked for a gift for her daughter, Anna. Anna was quiet and loved beautiful, gentle things. Sarah found a lovely hand-painted music box. It wasn't perfect, but it was special, just like Anna. Sarah smiled and bought it. Finally, she needed something for her husband, David. He worked very hard and needed to relax. Sarah found a pair of comfortable noise-cancelling headphones. He can listen to music and rest, she thought. With 3 gifts in her bags, Sarah rushed to the train station. She wanted to be home before midnight. The train was packed with people going home for the holiday. Sarah found a seat next to a man who looked very upset. He was frantically looking under his seat and checking his pockets. "Is everything okay?" Sarah asked gently. The man shook his head.
"I lost it," he said, his voice shaking. "I bought a special gift for my son. I saved money for months to buy it. I put it right here, and now it's gone."
Sarah looked at the man. She saw how sad he was. She looked at her own bags. She thought about her son, Peter, waiting at home. But then she looked at the grieving father next to her. Without speaking, Sarah reached into her bag. She pulled out the colorful robot she had bought for Peter. "Here," she said, handing it to the man. "Please, take this for your son." The man was shocked. "No, I can't take your gift," he said. "Please," Sarah insisted. "I know your son will love it." The man took the robot. He was so grateful that he cried. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small lottery ticket. "I don't have much to give you," he said, "but please take this ticket. Maybe it will bring you luck." Sarah smiled, took the ticket and got off the train. It was cold outside. As Sarah walked the last few blocks to her house, she saw a little girl sitting on a bench with her mother. The little girl was crying. Sarah stopped. "What's wrong?" she asked. The mother sighed. "She saw a beautiful toy earlier, but we couldn't afford it. She's heartbroken." Sarah felt a heaviness in her chest. She touched her bag. Inside was the hand-painted music box for her daughter, Anna. Sarah knew Anna would understand. She took the music box out and gave it to the little girl. "This is for you," Sarah whispered. The little girl's eyes lit up. She stopped crying and hugged the box tightly. "Thank you," she whispered. Sarah walked the rest of the way home with empty hands but a full heart. When Sarah finally arrived home, her family was waiting. "Mom, you're back," Peter and Anna shouted. Sarah sat down. She felt nervous. "I have a confession," she said. "I bought you gifts, but I gave them away." She told them the story of the man on the train and the little girl on the street. She explained that she only had the headphones for Dad and a lottery ticket left. The room was silent for a moment. Then her husband smiled. "I'm proud of you," he said. "Me too," said Peter. "That robot sounds cool, but helping that man is cooler." Anna hugged her mother. "It's okay, Mum, you're home. That's the best gift." Just then the TV announcer shouted, "And now the New Year's lottery numbers." Sarah remembered the ticket. They all leaned in to watch. 10, 14, 22. The first number matched, then the second, then the third. "We're going to win," shouted Peter. But the final number was wrong. They didn't win the jackpot. For a second, everyone was quiet. Then they all started laughing. "We didn't win £1 million. Sarah said, hugging her family. But I think we are the luckiest people in the world anyway. And as the clock struck midnight, they knew it was true. What a lovely story. Before we finish, let's learn 3 important words from the story. Number 1, crowded, adjective, full of people. Example, the shopping mall was crowded. Number 2, grateful, adjective, feeling or showing thanks. The man was grateful for the gift. Number 3, afford, verb, to have enough money to buy something. They couldn't afford the expensive toy. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember, kindness is a gift that everyone can afford. See you next time on Easy English Classroom.